In this video, I'm going to be propagating this little seed pod and see what happens. It's the Texas Mountain Laurel. After flowering, the Texas Mountain Laurel produces seed pods. These pods are elongated and dark brown when mature. Each seed pod contains several red oval seeds. They look a little bit like a bean. It is important to notice all the parts of the Texas Mountain Laurel, including the seeds, are highly toxic if ingested. Keep them out of reach of children and pets. I washed these seeds already, but mostly because they were in a place at the vet, and the vet has dogs that stop in there, so I didn't want them dirty in case. However, when you collect the seeds, if you want to just plant them like this, it might take about 10 years in a bad time. Between 1 and 10 years. We don't need that, right? So the process to start seeds that are with this hard shell is called scarification, which means make a scar in the shell so the water can access the inside and then it can start popping up. It can happen by themselves, but for the most part, nature gave these seeds a very strong shell so they can last the most horrible of weather, heat, cold, snow, ice, hail. It doesn't matter. They are ready to survive and start a new plant 12, 15 years from now. The Texas Mountain Laurel can sprout and propagate by itself, but as a gardener, it's easier if you scarify so you can help these thick shells and give them a little hand to start. The process of propagation. Some of the seeds that I found had been in there for an undetermined long time, and they started to pop open by themselves, which tells me this is many, many years old. Probably is not even going to sprout because it's already open and dried. This one seems to be a little open, but not too bad. These other ones are darker, and in my opinion, they are more ready to start sprouting than the ones that you see very fresh and brighter red. So I am going to do as many as possible. I have these paper cups that I'm going to be using. You will need some type of a tool that will grab the seed, because the next thing you're going to be doing is using some type of an X-Acto knife, some sharp blade, a Dremel if you have any, or very coarse sandpaper, or a combination of everything depending on how hard the seed is and how dexterous you are with your fingers. I was talking about how dexterous the person is because my hand, after I broke it last year, has not been the same. But anyway, you you grab the seed, and go a little bit with the blade or grab the coarse sandpaper. You can also use some type of an awl and poke next to the belly button that you see here, the eye of the seed. The whole point of this exercise is to open the shell a little bit. This is not an activity to do with the children because these seeds can be very poisonous for smaller kids, animals, and people with some type of allergy that have a lot of allergies to things. So this is something that you do carefully and enjoying it probably outdoors if you're gonna use the Dremel. But for the most part, if you do it safely, you're okay. And the Texas Mountain Laurel is a beautiful tree with beautiful flowers and a wonderful fragrance in the flowers. Just take a lot of precautions if you're going to use a tool that will make a lot of dust. Use a dust mask, do it outside, do it in a kind of a day when it's not windy or something, but it's still very enjoyable. Another tool that can be used is this pull saw, and you look for the little eye on the bean, on the seed, and just go a couple of passes. Being a pull saw, you pull towards you. I'm going to link all the stuff that I'm using today in the description below if you're interested.